It's a rare condition, it's called AIDS. When Magic Johnson got it, we all thought he was gay. If there is a cure, it'd be from God's design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic cure inside those deep state walls. Cause all I see are medical fees. My whole family's victim to HIV. We relive horrible times, but make hilarious memories. We're consciously monetizing our traumas and our friendship. We also talk about smart guy stuff sometimes. We know the show's got a stupid name. Welcome to Always Very Always. Do you want to talk about Kanye?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm serious. Let's just completely skip that.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I do want to mention something. I forgot. We weren't recording at this time, but you were talking about that, like, it was like a month ago now. You were talking about that Vince Staples album.
Oh, yeah. Ramona Park broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't know who Ramona Park was, so I thought it was in reference. I was like, oh, Ramona Park, that chick from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's a place in Chicago. Her name is Ramona Flowers.
Yeah,
also.
Ramona Flowers broke my heart.
Yeah.
But she did. Millions of men across the nation.
I know, right?
That's all I wanted to bring up about that. I just thought it was funny. People need to know that.
Something funny about that, too. I remember being my scene partner for the playoffs, and she was trying to get me to understand the vibe she wanted the scene to have. And she's like, you ever seen Scott Pilgrim? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's just like they're Canadian. It's cold, it's kind of funny, surreal. And I'm like, it is kind of similar if you think about it. So,
Is this the shoe one?
No, the other one.
Oh.
The whole play is set in Maine, Mark. Like far north.
I understand, but what was? I don't see the Scott Pilgrim connection with that character.
No, just the humor of the show in general, not necessarily the scene or the character. Whatever. Look,
y'all actors be different.
And look, obviously, I was not trying to be Scott Pilgrim. It's weird to describe it, but that's the vibe.
All right,
Mark, all right, you artsy types, y'all.
Since we have everyone's full attention right now, I have to mention that I am broke. We're broke, and we would really like money.
Broke.
I'm broke as a joke. Oh yeah, you do have a job. I'm sorry.
No, broke.
What?
Broke. That's like 2 tax brackets above me, bro. I'm broke.
Oh, well, we're starving like Marvin over here.
We're minus, bro. I'm not broke. I'm minus.
Can you go to please go to patreon.com/.
Say it again.
Please, I'm on my hands and knees.
Again,
I'm begging the Lord up high to please donate to the goddamn patreon.com/always very always.
Bro, shameless.
We lowered the fucking brackets. It's not 5 and 10 anymore. It's 3 and 5. We're basically giving it away. All this content. There's like 30 hours of content on here, and you can get most of it for 3. You can get all of it for 5. And on top of that, we got these cool goals that we can hit when you give a certain amount of money. When collectively, I'll give a certain amount of money. So at 100, we'll start doing video podcasts, so you can see us talk, and also the stuff that we're looking at as well.
Yeah, Mark Anthony face reveal.
Yeah, I mean that's already happened. Shh. Yeah, they don't.
Dante's face reveal.
That's probably. I mean, you can just Google you, I guess. But anyways,
stop trying to spoil my pitch here.
500. When we get to 500 per month, we'll both get cornrows and keep them in for an entire year. I've been growing on my hair. I'm serious about this.
This guy didn't even consult me on that, by the way.
I know you.
But I tell you what, if we get $500 a month on the Patreon, yeah, I'll get some fucking cornrows.
Yeah. I knew I had your consent for I did that.
He didn't even have to ask. I'll tell you what. I'll do a flat top. You do the cornrows.
A flat top?
Yeah, I'll do a flat top.
All right.
You do a cornrows. We can be we can be like a '90s hip hop group.
All right. I'm getting the Kawhi Leonard, like peaked, the scuffed Kawhi Leonard cornrows.
You gotta go find your next door neighbor. The little 14-year-old girl go do your cornrows, bro.
Yeah. And
You pay her $20.
if we ever get here to where we get, maybe I'm getting a little greedy now, but when I'm asking God to bless us with the money to keep doing this, if we get $5,000 a month, it's a humble $5,000 a month, Dantes. We'll quit our jobs and focus on this shit full time. We'll focus on this full time.
We get $5,000 a month. I'll move in with Mark.
It won't even be necessary if we got 5,000.
Oh my lord, bro!
We'll create extra premium content and extra free content.
Shit.
And another set of goals will be online.
I'll tell you what, $50K a month. Y'all don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Now we're getting greedy.
You don't even know what I'm gonna do.
You gotta ask the devil for that. We're just asking God and our godlike.
You gotta ask the devil for that. All right, you godly folks out there, y'all heard it, man.
So do the right.
Mark and cornrows. I feel like you look good in cornrows.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What else I want to say? But yeah, let's go.
What we need to do, Mark? We need to get you a nice pair of well-fitting jeans. I don't think I've ever seen you in a nice pair of jeans.
I used to wear jeans all the time.
Yeah, but like that's not the boot cuts though. You know what I'm saying?
What's a boot cut?
The big ones.
No, I wore skinny jeans to school before. Like a lot.
Back when you had the mohawk.
No, it wasn't just the mohawk days. It was all the days. I was always wearing skinny jeans.
I don't know. They didn't look skinny on you, I guess.
They're pretty tight. They were like semen-killingly tight.
So were they tight or were they skinny jeans?
They were skinny jeans.
All right, we gotta get you some slim straights again.
Some what?
Some slim straights or something again.
Why?
Because it'll be a look.
I don't like it. I think fashion peaked in the early 2000s where everything was baggy, and I want to wear Jinko jeans.
Man, I saw somebody climbing in jean shorts the other day. Cursed image. Because it's like the reason you will wear jeans is because they're like rough, they're nice and strong, they're not gonna rip or nothing, but they're kind of restrictive, right? But at least you got your legs covered up. And the reason you will wear shorts is because they're nice and loose and cool. You know what I mean?
This is the ideal of fashion.
Man, you might as well rock some. Honestly, you should rock some bell bottoms.
But Jinkos are better. It's all bell everything.
Oh man,
yeah. Jean shorts are so garish. Yeah. Like I think they've been normalized to a point, but yeah, seeing anyone do anything athletic in jean shorts is just jarring. Like the fact that John Cena wrestled like 20 years in jean shorts is just like what the fuck?
Jean shorts, no shirt, bro. That's serious business attire.
But I was thinking the other day because I was re-listening to one episode. I was describing like stealing from the vending machine, and what I didn't even notice when I was retelling the story is that this was happening. This was one of the incidents where I was like hiding from the cops. Happened on January 6th. You know, the day that will be remembered in infamy, where all those people stormed the Capitol. Like it was literally that January 6th, and it's just funny. Like every like so-called apocalyptic moment for our very democratic democracy. Or also beautiful republic. It's like it's juxtaposed, and like to me, it's just juxtaposed with me just being extremely desperate. Because I remember when George Floyd happened, all those protests were happening. Like the first wave, I
was trying to steal some chicken out of Walmart or something.
Even worse, taking out payday loans to pay rent.
Yikes!
So once again, how about y'all look at that patreon.com/always.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It was like, yeah, all these people going out here and wrecking the CNN headquarters. How about y'all just give me $5? And I got a job like that week as well. Very stressful job. And I'm making a point right here. I'm never video editing as an employee or contractor ever again. It's prostitution. It's a prostitution of my skills.
Did this man just analogize to sex work?
I'm making a vow.
You wouldn't.
Never.
You couldn't.
Never doing service work. Never doing any of that. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paychecks bi-monthly, paid in full. Does bi-monthly mean twice a month? Whatever it means to say twice a month.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly and bisexually. But I'm never contracting anymore. I'm never prostituting out my skills or my experience to do some. I'm not doing no more.
It might be bi-monthly because bi-weekly would be twice a week then. I don't fucking know. I get paid bi-weekly, I think. Just look it up.
Bi-weekly.
Just look it up for the people, man. Somebody else.
Done, produced, or occurring every 2 weeks or twice. What? It means both? It means every 2 weeks or twice a week.
Welcome to English, motherfucker.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember I was a guest on a podcast way
There's
back.
no way.
Wait, let's rewind that one. God, I'm about to download this now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I gotta sync it up, so I'm not gonna.
It didn't count.
It didn't count.
Yeah, that didn't count.
Okay, once again, like we were doing on our Patreon episode, we're still watching the NFC Championship game from 2011, and it seemed like they muffed the punt. Yeah, his knee touched it.
He did touch it,
but I don't think it's gonna count. 49ers guy muffed the punt, and it seems that
no, he didn't touch it.
Oh yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean he is looking pretty fucking hard. It would be wild if he touched it on accident. Nightmare fuel. He touched it, bro. No. How to be the fuck up of the year. Ooh, no. They got him on the close-up 3D.
That's the thing I love about football. You can't do nothing hiding. You can't do nothing hiding.
No.
All right, y'all gonna have to check out the YouTube channel.
Why didn't he try to pick it up once he realized he touched it?
I don't know. Yeah, he just like, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it.
He thought it would be better pretend. Even if you're even guessing yourself a half bit, bro, you just gotta dive on that shit.
It's odd. Some people who are like drilled
That's
down.
7 easy ones, bro.
Yeah, easy ones. It's shocking to me. People who are drilled so heavily, practice so hard, they still have a flight response. It's like that's something you should expect to happen at any time.
Number 15 was like,
That's mine.
Number 15 said, nah, he touched that.
Yeah, the worst thing that's gonna happen to me is that they call it back, so I might as well pick it up.
This guy ran out of bounds, knocked somebody over, and then just dust that guy.
Oh god, dude. We can't be reacting to.
No, bro, that is no. Oh, and then
Yes,
rewind.
Gotta chop his feathers.
They're rewinding it, freezing it on the frame. It touches his kneecap. Yikes, dude.
All right.
That was a good play by that guy, though.
Yeah. And what else? Who have we been talking about? Oh yeah, pinching. I called that phenomenon. What I do is pinching pennies during the apocalypse.
I think I finally seen a sports thing that's analogous to being a real scrappy defender, like they say about NBA players. Like, yeah, he's a real scrappy on defense. That's the equivalent is he makes heads up plays. That's the football equivalent.
T.J. McConnell is scrappy on defense.
Yeah.
What's that dude name? Grayson Allen is scrappy.
Scrappy on defense just means white, bro.
Matthew Dellavedova scrappy as hell.
Matthew Dellavedova was scrappy on defense, bro. Who else?
Steve Nash he might not be the best defender, but scrappy.
Scrappy on defense.
Dirk. He's a giant guy, scrappy.
Dirk is the opposite, bro. Dirk is literally like a fucking cone.
Yeah.
He's just a 7-foot cone. Yeah, he's just a 7-foot cone on defense, which ironically makes him one of the better defenders in the NBA.
Yeah. As long as you're that tall, you just got to stand in position and not foul too much.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, that's one thing. Dirk does not foul. He what do you call it? He keeps his hands up, and he's 7 feet tall, like 7'1", I think. He was.
Yeah.
So standing in the paint with your hands up when you're literally fucking like your effective reach is like 10 feet, pretty useful, right? Crazy, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something today. I wanted to talk about model Americans because I was thinking about something. I had one of those moments where like I was walking and I was doing a rant in my head that's not going to be nearly as good when I do it here on the podcast. But I was just thinking about what all these ideals that people have, like about like who or fuck, how do I word this? Basically, the only two real Americans in my head is Jesse Ventura and James Gandolfini.
Don't know who either of those people are. So that's
You know who
perfect.
Jesse Ventura is?
Like Ventura, Ace Ventura. What is it called? Yeah, Ventura, Ace Ventura.
It's not him. Jesse Ventura served in like the amphibious special forces during Vietnam.
Why would I know that?
Then he became a wrestler. Then he became a politician. He was governor, independent governor of Minnesota, I believe.
Wow.
Then he had a series of shows on True TV where he just went around and asked various state bureaucrats, "Where are the documents? Where are the documents on 9/11?" And I'm like, this guy got a third eye way open. Then I think right now he's a contributor to Russia Today television. He's a
What a horrible throw by Eli Manning.
Come on, man, you can't be reacting this hard to shit that people can't see.
My fault. I thought they could see it.
But not most people just listen on the podcast. Oh, actually, the last episode got like 500 views on YouTube. It was a lot. But yeah, people when Patrice O'Neal's in the title, people just I need the content. I don't even care if he's dead. Hopefully, it's him.
I still haven't seen one episode of the podcast.
It's fine.
I haven't gone on the. How many subscribers do we have?
On the podcast, I think it's still 3, even though we had over 500 viewers.
Like typically.
Only on 3. We only have 3 subscribers total.
What's like a typical episode? How many views you get? Like 10? 5?
On YouTube, I think it's like 5, and that one just blew up.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah, Jesse Ventura is like, that's such an awesome life. It's like you thought like your country was worth dying for, so you served. You found out that it was bullshit, so you're like, let me investigate more into what they're doing, because some of these things that they're saying and some of these things that are happening don't make sense, because the 9/11 Commission story don't add up to what actually happened. And then he goes and investigates, and then I remember, because everyone thinks like he's like a weird, because that's not his only like conspiracy or things that he looks into, but that's just like a flashpoint for me, because that's when my only political opinion until I was 18 was that 9/11 was an inside job, because my mom showed me that Zeitgeist documentary.
Wow.
So I saw this video the other day of Jim Norton, degenerate pedophile, Jim Norton.
Don't know who that is either.
It's fine. You don't need to know who any of these people are.
He actually is a degenerate pedophile.
Well, I mean, he went to Brazil and had sex with a 15-year-old.
Yes, so yes.
A 15-year-old prostitute. So it's sex work. He's a hero, actually. Jim Norton based? Okay. All right. Anyways, they got in an argument because Jesse Ventura, like, he said that the story that the Bush administration was saying didn't match up, like actual independent research of 9/11. And then Jim Norton got in like one of those like limp dick patriotism fits. It was like, what are you talking about? The government would the basic thrust of what he was saying, and he was getting angry about. Yeah, the United States government would never kill its own people.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? They've never done that once before.
They certainly never lied to the public before. If I could lie to you for 100 years, what's killing you? What's killing you? That's the easy part, actually.
That's easier than keeping up.
If I could lie to you every day, you believe it every day.
That's harder to keep up than just fucking off on you.
But I just thought that was so frustrating to watch, because it's like it's a guy who's thinking for himself and dedicated to, like, he wants justice, and then there's a guy who just has, it's like the two types of patriotism. It's the substantive versus I just use the flag to jack myself off patriotism. And I can get behind that, because one is populist and the other one is just like, yeah, the government's fine. I mean, I don't vote, but the government's fine. It's like, I don't know. The other, so Jesse,
Would you ever be part of the government?
No.
Just hard no. Why not?
What is there? What is there to do? I don't. That's not my type of people. I wouldn't get along with them. I'm a rule breaker and a hard worker. That's like the two things you can't be if you work for the government.
What is your what do you call it? In general, I'm just gonna caution you. That's a pretty disparate like match of traits. You know, being a rule breaker and a hard worker. You're better off being a goody two shoes if you're gonna be a hard worker. But you know.
But sometimes you gotta cut corners that don't need to exist if you want to get something done. In my honest onion, as my sister would say.
Wow. But dude, I lost my train of thought.
That's fine. But Jesse Ventura is still alive out here today. And on the last thing I should
what's
say,
he up to now?
like 10 years ago, he sued the American Sniper guy for lying about like his story.
Chris Kyle?
Or he lied about confronting Jesse Ventura. So that's something as well. He always got a storyline going. Still got that wrestler in him. you always, you always got to have at least one storyline going. Yeah. But yeah, Jesse Ventura rules. And I just think that he lived a life that's like dedicated to like justice. And what that sense of justice is morphs as he grows as a human being. I think that's like the righteous path for like if you're like a more politically minded person. Like the path of righteousness. The path of like being happy and have a happy family life is the James Gandolfini path, where you're. And I don't think you would want this, and I don't think this really applies to you. But he was also, an actor like you, and he had his like. Even though he played, this tough Tony Soprano character before that, though, and he played like tough character before, like in the movie True Romance.
Gandolfini was in The Sopranos.
Yeah, he was a Soprano. He was a Tony Soprano.
He was Tony Soprano.
Yeah, he was the Tony Soprano.
Oh,
he was that guy. I'm not talking about Tony Soprano. He's degenerate and hates himself. But James Gandolfini, he's wholesome and he hates himself, and he likes cocaine.
So that's just cooler than Tony Soprano.
But he's cooler than Tony Soprano in that, like, it's most life is pretty basic. He's a successful actor type, but has a good family, and he has like a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of confidence issues. Like, can he actually do this? And I feel like it's healthy for like
actually do what, act?
Huh?
Actually do what, act?
To be the character he's trying to get into.
Oh, okay.
Because if you hear him like you hear James Gandolfini talk, that's not Tony Soprano. That's just a fucking just a fucking guy. That's some fucking nerd. But yeah, he always like doubted himself or whatever. But he's always a family man. He always cared about his people. And the one thing, now that he's like in the past couple of years, the story about him getting mad at Harvey Weinstein and wanting to beat him up has become like he's epic for that reason now. He's epic and woke now. I don't care about that. But for him being the one rational one, you don't get credit for that. Because if I was Harvey, I would give him his own medicine, if you catch my drift.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You would have Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein.
No, I would have Bill Cosby, and I would have Harvey Weinstein. Why would I Bill Cosby?
How are you gonna Harvey Weinstein?
Why I gotta be explicit? I can't be threatening to do Harvey Weinstein to people. Like, I can't say explicitly I go to jail for that. I'm just saying, I don't get it his own medicine. Anyways, but I just like the way he ended his life. The way his life ended really resonates with me, because he was just with his wife, with his family in Italy. He was in Rome. He was, had like a nice day walking in Rome, had a nice big meal, wine, whatever else Italian people eat, having just a nice little meal, and he just fucking dies of a heart attack in his hotel room that's overlooking like the Palatine Hill in Rome. And at the ripe age of 51, went out, big gut, hard dick.
Nice, good family, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Big gut, hard dick, can't lose. And I feel like that's sort of what we want. We want a nice, wholesome family. We have minor mental issues, but we can get over them by just persevering. And we always
indulging in life.
And we're not afraid to indulge in life, even though, it might shorten our lives. Longevity is overrated when you got good family, good times, and a family that's never gonna.
That's a pretty good age to go out there, man.
And a family that's never gonna forget you.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people obsessed with longevity. It's like, You're such a longevity because all of the normal things that will live past you don't exist. You don't have kids that you like or don't have kids at all. You know, a family that you like in general. You just don't have the things that bounds a person
You
to
don't
like.
have any kind of accomplishments that to stand for your name.
Yeah, you don't have something that bounds you to the moment. You just have something. You're just bound to the idea of living and your consciousness existing for a longer amount of time. So maybe we all don't want to die at 51. That might be bad for society, but I'm just saying there's righteousness and there's just having a good ass time. That's what living is all about, just having a good ass time.
Having a good ass time. I'm with that. I'm with it.
So, yeah, there's also.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What is your idea of a good ass time? To be
Hunting the ultimate game, mostly.
What?
Hunting the ultimate game.
What is that?
Like hiring like 15 to 20 Sudanese kids and like putting them out into like a laser tag sort of situation.
I like the way you had that like prepared. Like that was clearly a thought sitting in your head before I asked the question. So, anyways,
Coney wasn't doing that. Stop being racist. You're just thinking of the only Sudanese guy you could think of.
Is he Sudanese actually?
I think he is.
The point was more in reference to the child soldiers and
But he wasn't killing his own.
The way you're running a simulation military exercise with the same way he probably was. You don't think Coney would do that sort of thing? I think he certainly would have.
Maybe.
Do you have an ideal occupation?
No.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know, man. Right now, I got a job in a mail room and maintaining printers. And the guy said there's chance for advancement with my skill set. So let's just see where that fucking goes.
Chance for advancement? What you gonna do?
He said like there's like jobs where I could use more of my video editing and content creation skill.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I was like, okay. I mean,
Always are actually. Now I think about it.
I just really don't care. I just like having a job. I'm not passionate about.
You like having a job. You like having money.
I have money, but I don't care because the only thing that I'm passionate about is making my YouTube videos, making my podcast. If my job had to be making somebody else's, that's hell. That's almost like if I'll say I have a wife and I really love my wife.
Let's pretend.
Let's pretend. Marshall Mathers never picked up a pen. And it's like I have my wife and I love her. And my job though, I had to spend like a large chunk of my life with someone else's wife and being forced to treat her like she was mine. I don't want to. That's how I view video editing and content creation for other people. It's like I'm having sex with someone else's wife, and I don't like it.
But what if she's hot?
Most of them are not hot. No one's hot in the way my wife is hot to me.
Wow, that was actually nice, Bart.
So.
Actually nice. I mean, me personally having sex with another man's wife, that's nowhere on my agenda, but life happens to you sometimes, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Life happens to you. And then you have to happen to life.
What are you trying to say here?
What do you mean by that? All I'm saying is life happens to you, and sometimes you got to do things you might not want to do. Things you might not think you don't want to do until you do them. Then you realize, oh, I do want to do this.
All right. Well, I think I've been there and done that with doing.
Why did that all right had the same energy? Bro, somebody asked me the other day. You know, we will speak about Kanye briefly. They're like, yeah. So, what do you think about the Kanye situation? I'm like, man, I feel the same way that Jay-Z did on the story of OJ. Kanye like, I love Hitler. I'm a Nazi. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what to tell you, Kanye. Like, we can't even back you up no more, dude. Over the line, we can agree, right?
Yeah.
Let's leave it alone then.
Wait, let me plug you back in here. For some reason, you're coming through quiet, even though you're talking to the thing.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Say that. Give me one more again.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
One more time.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Okay, that's good.
Your line is okay, not okay. That's good.
I was gonna say though, the only thing I wanted to mention about Kanye is that I was watching the Gavin McInnes interview of him, not the Alex Jones one, and Kanye was like, Gavin asked.
I didn't watch any of them for the record.
Gavin asked, "Okay, can you give us your opinions on Jews?" And Kanye goes, all I'm trying to say is that I love everybody. I love Hitler. I love my mom. I love the person who did the last surgery on my mom. I just love everyone. I love Jews. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. Don't you even see in yourself that like the reason you are so fucked up today is because that person killed your mom?
Yeah.
Like, I can understand. I would love Hitler before I would love the person who killed my mom.
Yeah.
That's
the Christian love, bro. That's the Christian ideal of love. And it's like that kind of love is what you're supposed to have for God. So, in turn, the Bible encourages you to show that love to the whole world and people in it. Even murderous, genocidal, vicious people who took your family members away from you too. That's the love that is in.
Oh, that's the twist. The last person who did the surgery was Hitler.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah. See, I didn't know that. We also gotta remember that this guy is unmedicated.
No.
Also
stop saying it. Stop saying it.
It's not an excuse.
Stop saying it, because so many people in this country think Hitler had swag, think the Nazis had swag, and all Kanye cares about is aesthetics. That's why he likes Hitler. That's not because he's bipolar.
He didn't say he liked Hitler. He said he loved Hitler.
Loved him. Wanted to hug him. Wanted to kiss him.
That's not what he meant by love. You and I both know what he meant by love Hitler.
What?
You don't know?
Oh, you think Kanye on that sus?
No,
that's
that's literally the opposite of what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean love and like
he loves all people, all humans. Mm-hmm. He loves Hitler the way God told him to in the Bible. Kanye West is a real Christian, and that's why it's so strange.
But why say Hitler though?
Because he brought up Jews, so it was like a mental thing. You know what I mean? It's like a association.
Okay. I guess I didn't take the interview that deep when I watched it.
No one did, but they definitely heard the part where he said, "I love Hitler." Like, I literally had never heard that quote in context. Clearly not the same as what people have been portraying it to be.
Well, because they just asked him a question and just say, yeah. He just said that. There's not really... I think, yeah, people probably are taking it out of context. But in context, that's still... For your average person, that's still pretty mind-rattling. Especially in a Christian country where there are barely any real Christians.
Wait, you know what I was going to say, by the way.
Go ahead, yeah.
We do have to acknowledge Kanye West... It's unmedicated bipolar.
Stop saying
the truth.
it.
Oh, the truth. I don't like it. It's the truth, bro.
So is he having a manic episode?
Yes, always. If he's not depressed and alone, he's having a manic episode.
Oh, so he only comes out... I heard that theory before. Like he makes sure he lines up the promotional campaign for his album with a manic episode.
I don't even think that's a theory. I think that he is attempting to live his life in mania.
Which, honestly, that sounds pretty good.
He is attempting to live his life in mania. But mania is not just the good parts. Good in quotation marks. Mania is paranoia. Mania is intense anxiety. Mania is mistrust of others.
That's fine.
Mania is racing thoughts. Mania is an inability to organize your speech. Like, mania impacts your speech and thoughts.
That's fine.
In a very culpable, scientifically replicable way.
Like how?
And that's what we're seeing play out with Kanye and his grandiosity and his foolishness.
How curse words are sentence enhancers. Mania are life. They're thought enhancers.
No.
Yeah. It's scientifically proven. Like, all the scientific studies you're referring to, I'm referring to them, but I'm just changing the title of those things.
They're thought enhancers. I wouldn't say they're thought enhancers. It's more like they're thought propagators or whatever. Thought fertilizers. Just like an abundance of thoughts in your head, good or bad. It's called racing thoughts. It's not called fine-tuned super thoughts. You see what I mean? That's the popular phrase to describe this symptom. It's racing thoughts.
We need to find Kanye a woman to really, really like discipline him.
Yeah, he needed less Kim Kardashian, more like I don't know, Kourtney Kardashian or something.
What?
I don't know. That was just grasping at straws here. I'm like, I don't know a woman on top. Maybe like Amber Rose. You know
what?
Are you not familiar with the fingers in the booty ass bitch thing?
I'm not talking about all that. I'm not talking about sexual domination. I'm talking about someone who could be as. You know what? Let's get an actor, a very good actress who looks like Kanye's mom. So we could, if he's really crazy, if he's all really crazy in there, like you saying, even though I think he's normal, I think he's a really regular guy.
He's diagnosed bipolar.
If he's all crazy like you say,
he was taking medicine for years before he stopped. Then now he's not been taking medicine for years.
Medicine. They feed us this poison to give us medicine for these. I couldn't even fucking get it
out. Kanye West was on his meds. No, Kanye, look, Mark. There's Kanye. It's a timeline.
It's brain control. It's brain control.
It's a timeline. There's Kanye West on his meds. Then there's Kanye West off his meds. Then there's the Taylor Swift incident. Then there's reclusive Kanye West. There's Kanye West off his meds. There's the Twitter fiasco. Then there's Kanye West on his meds. Then there's Kanye West off his meds. There's a very clear through line.
But you notice
for his chaotic shenanigans.
For one, that's a little bit of revisionist history. I'm probably sure, but I can't correct you on that. But
what is revisionist history? He was off his meds
when he was off his meds. That was he acted with the most clarity, and isn't that what we want in life? Clarity, and see the subject of the word there, clear. Don't we want clear in our life? But y'all want to make it murky.
Y'all want to make it murky.
Y'all want to make it abstract.
Y'all trying to make it murky with these medicines.
See, he trying to keep it real clear. He understand. Kanye, Republican. He won't keep it a book. I'm not one of these other Republicans. I don't really like Trump. I like Hitler, but Trump is the best thing we got. He's keeping it a buck. And I gotta respect that. That's clarity.
No, why? Why did Donald? Why was one of the reasons Kanye West said that he supported Donald Trump?
Because he has dragon energy.
Yes. Not because he likes his policies. Not because Kanye West is a Republican. The closest thing he says is that Kanye West is against abortion because abortion is a part of the genocide of the black people, which is true. It's just not clear that being a Republican.
I don't know if that's true. The science is still out on that. I'm not saying
the science is still out on whether or not black people are disproportionately affected by abortion.
Yeah, that's the preliminary results of the fucking findings. I'm waiting for the full thing to come out.
What percentage of the population is black people?
13.
All right. What percentage of the population is non-black people?
86.
87. All right. Just based off those numbers, is there any reason that the 13% should be anywhere near the total for the other 87%?
So black people are 100% of the people getting abortions?
No, they're not 100%. What I'm saying is, black people, I know for a fact, I don't know the hard numbers, so I guess I shouldn't have taken this line of inquiry. But I know for a fact it is disproportionate to the abortions per capita, let's say.
I can believe that they're disproportionate, maybe like 25%. But let's be real. The highest demographic of people getting abortions
is poor people.
Conservative housewives.
That's not true.
And then they go, this is how it happened. This is how it happened. Because I got a lot of white girlfriends. I mean, a lot of white girls who are my friend. I don't mess with these white bitches. I listen to Dr. Umar. I only fuck with black bitches. Only. Ebony. Anyways, I got a lot of white Facebook friends, and they tell me that when they go to the abortion clinic, they like on the paperwork to hide it from their employer, from their husband, they say black, and they make a black name. They do it under false information, so it just goes in the black pile. And stay woke.
All right, give me a quick Google search. Google this for me, Jamie. What percentage of children aborted are black?
How many?
I know for a fact it's disproportionate.
They weren't. How they have a race? They didn't get assigned one at birth yet. Hey,
Guy Mark is just on a roll today.
are black. Abortions by race. Let's see here. So 39% white, 25% Hispanic, 6% Asian or Pacific Islander, 3% other. So I don't even really be seeing black over here. I don't even be seeing. I don't even be, that. See, you don't even see me.
28%. Literally more than double.
I think it has to be 33% for it to be black genocide. Honestly,
Mark, you see what I'm saying? I mean, I remember Kanye West speaking about it in one of his impassioned moments, and about how what percentage more black children are aborted than are born.
what?
I don't know if that's true. I know that I heard Kanye West say it.
I mean, I could believe that. My problem isn't the birth rate thing. It's saying that I think white women are out here getting more abortions than black women. That's all I'm saying. I'm racist.
There's way more white women than black women. That's the whole point, Mark.
That's what I'm saying. They're fudging the numbers. But I could believe you in saying that there's more black babies getting aborted than there are black births. I could believe that.
There's not more white babies getting aborted than there are white births. So, if you think about it in terms of the proportions, who is getting more abortions?
You gotta say it in a way that I like.
You gotta. If you're gonna state the facts, you have to make them fit my narrative.
Which is white women stink.
Oh,
That's my only political opinion.
but I'm keeping it real.
So, U.S. abortion patients, income 75% poor or low income, religion 62% religiously affiliated, their family size, more than half people who get abortions already have one child. 60% of people who get abortions are in their 20s, 12% are teens, and 4% are minors. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is by the Guttmaker Institute.
But you know the frenzied support for abortion, Kanye West, the fundamentalist Christian, because he might not be a conservative. I think Kanye West is a fundamentalist Christian, not necessarily a conservative. Because you know he's a fundamentalist Christian, but he's still
decadent as hell.
Yeah, he's still indulgent. He still like his Amber Rose. He still like his Kim Kardashian.
He loves them fat cheeks.
That's
those
what I'm saying.
surgery cheeks.
That's what I'm saying. He like fucking the model that just bleeds her asshole.
Yeah, you know what?
Kanye said it best, bro. If
I
I fuck this model and she just bleeds her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kanye said it best.
That might be the dichotomy. Real conservative men are like breast guys. If you're an ass man, you're really a hedonist decadent.
Yeah. If you're an asshole man specifically, a bleached asshole man, that's a whole different category for you.
Not for me.
For y'all.
Sir.
Hit him with the y'all, bro.
I remember Josh, he would say that lyric all the time. Like for the entire senior year, he would just say that like multiple times every class.
Just say it out loud.
Yes.
Like if I fuck this model, she just bleached her asshole, and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Oh my lord. But anyways, that's my brief spiel on Kanye. I feel like that's the kind of thing that's not ever worth saying out loud though, because no one would ever really try to understand. They're just gonna be piloted by their own thoughts instead of trying to form some.
I forget what was even the point you made.
Kanye West has unmedicated bipolar disorder, and has for years. He is living his life.
See, you coming on. That's why I didn't consider that even to be a point. Because you going that's low hanging fruit. It's still fruit. No one's denying the fruitiness of the nature of the fruit. But I'm just saying, come on, we got to come up with some. Give me a slider. Give me a change up pitch. I'm tired of just getting the same.
The change up pitch was Kanye West is not a conservative. Kanye West is a fundamentalist Christian, and as such, it is incompatible with the current liberal agenda, and that's why he preaches about the dragon energy of the hat. because his thoughts about conservatism and the hat with the dragon energy, bro. Him wearing that hat and seeing how much attention and vitriol it gives him, he gets off to that. That's a part of the mania.
Yeah, that's the lotion. You don't even need lotion that night.
Damn, he almost got that.
Stop
reacting. They can't see it, Mark.
It's funny to me. It's like that's like the old guy reacting to a catch or a catch that didn't happen.
What?
Oh, he almost caught that.
I mean, that's basically what football is, bro. It's like, oh, he almost had it. Oh, he got it. Nice, he got it. Dang, he almost had it.
Yeah, watching it like a dog.
Literally. I mean, that's what it is.
I think basketball is more like that than anything. Oh, I watched a couple hockey games a while ago. I gotta say hockey's pretty good. Hockey's pretty fun.
It's pretty linear though. That's my issue with soccer and hockey.
At
least basketball, they score in different ways. They only ever shoot the ball or shoot the puck one way in football or hockey.
So the one game I watched, it was from early season. It was Avalanche versus Calgary Flames, and Avalanche coming out strong. They start, I think, 2-0.
Why would they name a hockey team the Flames?
It's Canada. They got whole different cultural references. I think like one of their founding stories is that like there was some great cleansing flame on top of Mount Royal, which cleared the path. It was like the shining light to the new land on the other side. Something like, yeah. Anyway, the Calgary Flames, they made a comeback though, and like they had the power play, right? Mm-hmm. So one of their guys, it was like a 5-on-4 situation, and one of their guys in the penalty box, and so the Avalanche, they're the one with the man advantage, and they're just struggling this whole time to get the puck in the goal, but all their guys are all on one side of the hockey rink, all trying to get this in for the whole 2 minutes, just struggling for 2 minutes. The 2 minutes are up, and like as the clock is at 1 second left, Calgary Flames guy gets possession of the puck, goes to 0. Guy comes out the penalty box. He just goes straight to the other team's goal, gets the pass, and just does it's like a touchdown pass into the goal. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because like the guy who gets the puck is all the way on the left side of the rink.
Yeah.
The guy's coming out from the middle out of the penalty box. He catches it mid stride
while he's coming out of the
outside the box, and he goes straight into the thing.
Straight from being in timeout.
He literally turned the man advantage on its head. He turned 5-on-4 into 1-on-0.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Because he like basically snuck up on him. And then he's like had a 1-on-1 with the goalie.
Yeah.
And he won?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they won the game 5-3.
They should have anticipated that.
I think if I had to predict
that type of shit, you gotta blame the coach for. The coach supposed to be telling them, "Hey guys, don't forget."
I don't know anything about hockey.
There's a fella coming behind y'all soon.
I don't know how hockey works, but I predict right now the Stanley Cup Final is going to be the the Las Vegas Golden Knights versus the Calgary Flames. You heard it here first. Foist.
All right, a bold prediction. How are the Bruins doing?
I don't think it's that bold. I think the Golden Knights are like 26-2.
How are the Bruins doing?
Bruins, let's see.
Because I'm an actor and I played a character who was a Bruins fan, I'm
out. Okay. They could go for it 21-4-1.
Yeah. I'm a Bruins fan because when I was an actor, my character was a Bruins fan and I didn't have a hockey team. So like since I became the character now, like as partial, you get what I'm saying.
Let's bomb Boston. Let's bomb Boston. Fuck Boston sports fans. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Boston. They can lick my fucking nuts.
I'm a Cubs fan too, and I was for the longest. You remember the Cubs had like the longest losing streak in sports, basically. And I was like, you know what? I'm a Cubs fan for that reason alone. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good strategy because eventually, when we got the dub, no one could say, "You were very well." Nah, man, I've been a Cubs fan. I saw it coming, just like you're a Browns fan.
Yeah, man, that season when they got Odell Beckham, it was like we win the Super Bowl. I really thought that. My dumb ass. Man,
they thought Johnny Manziel was going to change things. All he changed was our perception of how bad one athlete can be in their private life.
He didn't even do nothing that bad.
You're right. Aaron Hernandez is way better at that than him.
Yeah. Aaron, that's so weird. But whatever. It's something like some.
Why did he kill the guy again?
I think he like. I don't even remember. It was some like gay love triangle stuff. Maybe that was just me listening to like a right wing podcast.
You're a right wing podcast listener? That's news to me.
It comes across. I mean, I do press not interested after a while, but it comes across the desk sometimes. It's like when
YouTube loves to recommend you Joe Rogan videos.
I signed into one of my channels and I clicked. I think the first video was, those long jumping, those female long jumpers.
Yeah,
people love those videos because their cheeks be out.
You mean the vaulters or the long jumpers?
The long jumpers, and it'd be like Spanish. Girl named Paella Smith is doing a long jump, and the thumbnail just gigantic, perfect butt, and they got like 6.7 views, and everyone
6.7 million,
6.7 million views, and everyone in the comments, "Oh, I'm happy that all the men of culture have arrived." And
you know who Cindy McLaughlin is?
No,
I believe she set the world record at 100 meters, 110 meter hurdles, and a 400 actually.
Oh, but yeah, that was like on my new account.
Yeah.
That was the first video that I watched. So all of my recommended was just Final Fantasy VII Tifa underwear mod, mini bra mod. Then you click on that because I'm interested. I like Final Fantasy VII. Then you getting Japanese.
I like Final Fantasy VII.
Then you get Japanese woman trying on clothes thing. You got Japanese woman taking.
I ain't never gone that far down
It's just every time I sign in, I watch one more video.
I see what you mean.
So over time, like now,
it becomes quickly extremist.
I'm gonna show you right now. We'll show you right now. Go ahead.
That's wild, man. Yeah, Cindy McLaughlin, obviously, like any other Olympian, clearly genetically advantaged over all of her peers. Has been training very, very hard for years and years. I think her husband is like one of her coaches or something, or whatever. But that's not important. Basically, she's like one of a kind type, prototypical person. Has been training for years, right? She sets the world record in the hurdles. Who does she think when she walks up to the stand, Mark? I instantly got flash it, bro.
Her husband.
God, man. God. I just want to give all the glory to God. He is the entire reason that I was able to do this. I had nothing to do with it. I literally was just being piloted by the Holy Ghost. Like, it turns out that the way to run fast is you just let the Spirit take over. And that's why I was able to beat all of these other lifelong Olympians because of that alone. The grace of God. I'm like, ugh. Unattractive.
My God,
you're doing
a
lot.
God. Okay, here we go. Look at this here. We got
nip slip dress. There's no way. There's no way.
Keep scrolling down. What you see?
There's no way. We got nip slip videos on the YouTube homepage with millions of views. By the way, nip slip videos.
This is a cool video.
And that's a pretty cool one too. Beach volleyball. Oh, that's long jump. Oh, yeah. That's just literally exactly what you're just talking about. I didn't realize it would be that deliberate though. It's literally just her like spread out on the ground with the cheeks.
Yep. My God is a horny God.
He jerks from heaven above,
and his nut drops upon my head. And I thank him for that rain. That absolves me from
that
this
rain.
pain.
I get it.
Yeah. Something like that. We didn't even talk about half the things I want to talk about.
Pick your favorite. Let's wrap it up.
Drinking and smoking being attention-seeking behavior.
Skip.
Okay.
I'm an uninhibited person, so I can't relate to the struggle of you normies.
What are you talking about?
The main reason a lot of people do drugs is because it loosens them up for social situations. But like I don't get anxiety. I don't feel like people's perception of my behavior does not really affect my behavior. So there's no reason for me to do that. There's no upside to it for me on that regard. Whereas for most social drinkers, that's the whole reason why they drink socially. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like there's too many people obsessed over exchange value and not use value. The point of drinking is getting drunk. The point of smoking is to get high. It's not to be cool. Do the thing to get the thing, not this other. I don't want to be perceived in any
or
way.
don't do it at all. That's
Or
the way
don't do
I
it.
perceive it, and that's the reason I don't.
Yeah,
do
so
it.
don't do it at all because you don't value the use of it.
Like, there's never a time where I'm like, yes, I wish I was drunk right now. I think even a lot of like heavy drinkers don't have that.
Yeah, alcoholics do like.
Alcoholics, yeah. Alcoholic behavior. Look at the score. Look at the down. Look at the throw he just went for. Alcoholic behavior, bro. But that's what made him win games sometimes.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's the Joe Flacco method. You throw it downfield, and then you hope you get a PI at the end of the game.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like I said, they can't see the game, but I will say this: the John Harbaugh Super Bowl, that was the peak of the NFL for me.
Really? The one was in the Superdome and the lights went out because our city is so shit.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. The 109-yard touchdown reception by Jacoby Jones set the NFL record.
That was solid. Ray Rice doing his thing.
Yeah, Ray Rice was
Really beating up that D-line.
So anyway, now that Mark's done with his rather tasteless joke.
The way he punched it in at that critical touchdown.
Any final words for our listeners, Mark?
He stomped out the naysayers that thought the 49ers were going to win.
All right, guys. How often can we expect Mark to make a tasteless joke?
Always beating always.
Always. Very always.
I mean, brown is a shade of red, or red is a shade of brown, depending on how you look at it.
I thought brown was like all colors mixed together.
I don't think so.
Is brown a shade of red? Let's see.
They're related to each other. No, don't be Googling on my phone. That's off limits.
I mean, we just saw the YouTube, bro. What does the Google look like?
Because
What does the search history look like?
the YouTube account isn't indicative of what I look at.
Yes, it is.
I looked at about five.
Yes, it is. You're the only one who uses it.
I looked at about 5-6 videos, and YouTube is saying, "Oh, you're this type of guy."
No, those 5-6 videos are all the same. They were so close. They were so firmly in a degenerate category that you were getting nip slip videos recommended to you. Whenever you was looking at the Tifa videos, the fucking long jump videos, they were so comfortably in the degenerate category, Mark, that YouTube said you were the kind of fella that needs that niche freak. That niche freak, bro. That Japanese nip slip try on haul.
But I had millions of views. That's not me. That's YouTube thinking I'm a type of guy, even though I only watch my 4 videos.
All 4 videos you watched suggested that, bro.
But
they were all indicative of that behavior. That's the whole point.
But this is what you're not understanding.
I understand perfectly. Do you understand?
I watch.
Do you understand?
I watch dozens of videos every day, and over the week I watch probably hundreds.
When you have an inclination, you switch accounts.
I upload different videos on that account.
You're like, okay.
That isn't my offshore account.
You're like, okay, we can't kick off this sesh by going on the hub or something. That's a little too intense for me. We're gonna start off nice and light. I like Final Fantasy VII.
I never search any of this up.
I like Final Fantasy VII.
I never searched any of this up.
Oh my lord, dude.